So Hershey Swap Meet, it's one of the largest events. I think it is the largest swap meet in the world, and you'll spend literally 3 solid days walking around just to see everything, and even then you might not see it all. There's vendors, cars for sale, signs, parts, literature, everything you can think of related to automotive collectibles. It's there for you. Plus, on the final day, there's an amazing car show. So anyway, let's check it out. It's beautiful countryside. Interesting, the leaves haven't quite started changing yet, have they? Crossed into West Virginia. Okay, we've just driven into Maryland on our way to Carlisle. Now we've just rolled into Pennsylvania. Not long now, only about 40 minutes till we arrive at the hotel. It's going to be another relatively late night, about 10:30. Another late one, 10:30 p.m, but we've arrived here in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Looking forward to checking out Hershey Swap Meet later this week. G'day, it's Mark here again, and we are in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Absolutely beautiful town. Today's t-shirt, Model T Ford. Got a different theme every day. It's actually a t-shirt, literally. G'day, it's Mark here again, and we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. And Carlisle Events had a recent auction, and some of the vehicles here that have been sold or still remain to be available, we're just going to have a bit of a look around and check them out. Okay, we've got a 75, 76 Cadillac Fleetwood, Pontiac Grandville convertible. Here's a Bricklin, Gullwing. That was Malcolm Bricklin. He was the importer to Subaru in America, and then wanted his own car. So I did this Bricklin. Had the AMC engine in it. I think it was a 360 cubic inch, 5.9 litre V8. Cadillac Alante. These were built by Pininfarina, and the body's flown from Italy on special jumbo jets to the General Motors assembly plants in Detroit, where the engine transmissions were fitted. This is an absolutely beautiful car. This is a 1973 Buick Riviera, 455 V8, and has the boat tail rear end on it. I really like these cars. I think they're a terrific looking vehicle. How good is that back window? Is a gorgeous Mark V Lincoln. My favourite car, actually. Got 3 of these. Sucker for punishment, I guess. But 1977 to 1979, best-selling Mark Series Lincoln that was produced. Outsold the Cadillac Eldorado. In 77 and 78, it was available with a 460 cubic inch 7.5 litre V8. In California, there was also a 400 cubic inch V8. And in 79, they had dropped the 460, so only the 400 was available. But nice, big, full-size 2-door coupe, very long hood, short deck, and I love the gills here, and this sort of angled roof line, quite an aggressive stance for a luxury car. And the vertical tail lights, so they'd moved away from what the Mark IV had, which had the horizontal tail lamps, and yeah, I really like these. When people say the crime's bad in the United States, I don't really know what they're talking about here. You know, I think it's just an exaggeration. Okay, here's a Monte Carlo SS. This sort of front treatment was added for NASCAR to help with NASCAR success. And yeah, these were a fairly popular car. I think 5-litre V8, not overly powerful, but yeah, pretty cool. Here's a 1966 Mercury S55. Very sharp lines, pretty cool looking. It's got a beautiful blue interior. Here's a 1966 Ford Thunderbird convertible, which is nice. This is beautiful. Pontiac Grandville convertible. What is it, about a 71 or no, maybe 73? Yep, 73. So you can tell by the bumpers, the extended bumpers there to meet the 5-mile-an-hour crash standards that were mandatory then. 1962 Ford Galaxy. Nice looking car. These are available with a 406 engine, and you can even get a 4-speed floor shift manual transmission. Okay, we saw the Mark 5 earlier. Here's the Mark 4. This is about a 74 model based on the bumpers. It's got mag wheels, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I think they should have the standard wheels and caps. You can see, as I was talking before about the Mark 4 rear tail lights, these horizontal lights. The early version of this, which was the 72 model, much better looking, has the upswept rear, and the tail lights were, yeah, just it was a better looking design. These heavier bumper cars, and I do have a 74 Mark 4, they're just a bit more heavy-handed. Yep, 64 Ford Galaxy convertible. It's a nice car. This is about a 1987 Ford Thunderbird. I think the Turbo Coupe got the Motor Trend Car of the Year. So that was part of that Aero Design Birds that came out in 1983, and was designed by Jack Telnack. This is a 1968 Pontiac Grand Prix. I think this was a 1 model year design only. Didn't sell that well, convertible being the rarer version. Generally there were 2-door hardtops. But next to this is a nicer example of the Mark IV than what we saw before. This is about a 73 or 74, tell by the extended bumpers. It's got the nice factory aluminium wheels. This is similar to mine. Mine's a lighter colour than this one, but this is a very, very nice example. This also may have the luxury group, as you can tell by the moulding here. This sort of filigree in the mouldings, and that's the rear of the car there. Very heavy car, 460 cubic inch. That was the only engine available in the Mark IVs. This is Jeep Cherokee Grand Wagoneer. This design originally came out in, I think, 1963. Brooke Stevens was the designer. It was only available originally, I think, in a 6-cylinder. Then they offered the V8s, but these were sold up into the early 90s when Chrysler ended up buying out AMC. I've got a cream one of these I bought out of Arizona years ago, but this is a really nice example in a sort of dark gunmetal grey. Here's a 1963 Pontiac Catalina. Nice clean design. Yeah, not too many adornments in terms of trim, nothing superfluous on the design. It's a 2-door coupe, as you can see. Yeah, nice car. Here's a Lincoln Town Car. This model won the Motor Trend Car of the Year, and it was the first major restyle of the Town Car for some years, or since the 1980 series of vehicles, and yeah, it was embracing that aero design even on the large full-size cars. Here's a Ford Crown Victoria Coupe. You don't see the coupes that often. Generally, you see them as a 4-door sedan or even as a Country Squire wagon. This body style was released in 1979 and went through until the early 90s, but it had a few restyle updates, trim bumpers and more of an aero nose on it, but it's quite a nice looking car. Here's a cool Fox body Mustang. I remember renting one of these brand new, a convertible in LA, budget rent-a-car. This is what, 1988 or 89? 89 model, so 5-litre V8, fuel injected engine. Here's a 1970 Chevrolet El Camino. This body style was shared with the Chevelle, or based on the Chevelle. And you could even get up to 454 7.4 litre V8 as an optional engine. Now, I mentioned Brooks Stevens before when I talked about the Jeep Wagoneer, Jeep Cherokee Grand Wagoneer. Well, Brooks Stevens also was responsible for the update design on their Studebaker Hawk. And it was a really successful update. When you look at the earlier models, he put a more formal roofline on the car. He removed the fins at the back and squared it off. And I think, given the age of the vehicle and how much money Studebaker had to spend, it was a really, really tastefully done update. Now, I don't normally feature a lot of Japanese cars, but I've got to say this is one of my absolute favourite Japanese cars of all time, little 240Z Datsun. And this was actually designed by a German, even though it's a Japanese car. And what a terrific looking little car it is. It really did set the market on fire because it was almost like a low-priced Jaguar type design. And look at it today, it looks just fantastic, real classic look. Here we have a 1976 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham. Now this is the last year of the full-size Cadillac before they downsized in 1977. And these are available, I think, with the 472, but also the 500. And this has probably got a 500 cubic inch engine, which that engine was originally debuted in the Eldorado in 1971, off the top of my head. Look at this interior, just beautiful. If you like custom cars, if you're part of the Rat Pack, Dean Martin or Sammy Davis, here's a 1975 Stutz Blackhawk. Just the sort of vehicle you drive to from Palm Springs to Las Vegas to do your gig at one of the casinos. Here's a 1968 Plymouth Satellite. So, I mean, the Roadrunner version of this always gets all the attention. But here we have a little 318 V8, just an original car with a nice clean body style and really is an attractive vehicle. So, yeah, I like it. So I hope you enjoyed that little grab of a selection of some pretty cool classic cars. So thanks again for watching. Please give the episode a thumbs up, and I'd love to see your comments. Always respond to everyone's comments, and please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.